Good morning. It's 6 in the morning here in Colonia. Farming Simulator 22. The old Polish farm. I got up at 6. I would have got up at 6:30, but can't do half hours in 22. You can in 25. But I didn't want to sleep in till 7. That just seemed too late. I'm enjoying my Frida Kahlo coffee. It's from the grower Astrid Medina in collaboration with the roaster Amor Perfecto. And it is my favorite coffee right now. I haven't found one better. But I've only got so much of it, so I mix it up with other stuff. Let's see, it's the middle of the month, so we... Oh, that's a door. Let's turn that light off. We don't have to make a principal payment today. You'll see the money's gone down a little bit, actually, because I did do the dairy expansion off camera after we completed recording the last episode. It cost me probably about 40,000 euros for the land, 42, and then another, I think, 10 for the shipping container that is the farm dairy mod. It should be in the link in the description below. We'll leave that light on, I guess, for now. It's still dark out. There's a handful of stuff we need to do. I did have that tomato pallet over by the greenhouse. We'll take that to the market this morning. I think we can put some bedding in here. I don't know about feed. Let's see. How are you doing this morning, ladies? I'm down at towards the bottom here because I was looking in here, considering maybe getting rid of these 45-month-old cows when the reproduction is up. Feed's fine. It's in the yellow. Straw, I could throw some in there if I got the bale spikes on. Yeah. We'll have to check, see if I have mature cows over at the other barn. I could get rid of these cows that are over 40 months in age. How much milk do I have? I have 1625. I think my tank holds 1600. So we'll take that up to the dairy. We'll put it in probably the farm dairy part of it. I'll have to check the milk at the other one. So yeah, chickens could probably use some feed too. I sold all my wheat. I did buy a bag of chicken feed, so tomato pallet. I think I can drive between the rows of vines and spread manure and get the fertilizing state. So we may do that today because we got manure for days. And maybe I'll run over and we'll spread. Is my slurry spreader down? No, it's up at the biogas plant. Spread slurry because we got more slurry than we can process through the biogas plant too. Maybe put slurry on the fields we're planning on planting this year. I keep losing track of what I say I'm gonna plant where. I don't remember who it was. Was it Pear that recommended that we go to growing corn? Focusing on corn to do the silage. Oh, let's get the trailer first. Generally helps. Getting ahead of myself. didn't even hook the trailer up. I'm already backing up to fill it. There we go. 1,600. So yeah, hopefully the cows will produce a bit more throughout the day. So let's run up to the dairy. I'll show you what we've got going on up there. I love this squeaky old tractor. It's so fast too. That's what's really nice about it. This is gonna look so good. Thanks to everybody who keeps telling me what equipment I need. Appreciate the advice. We will be working on getting some of that. Probably when we need it. I don't necessarily want to get it before that. Might come up used, you never know. Got ideas on how we can make it happen. Alright, so we're arriving here at the dairy. Looks pretty much the same, right? And that was kind of the whole idea. So I did test it. So here's my trigger for the dairy building. And then we put in this shipping container here, which is the farm dairy, and the trigger for it's like over here. I wanted to make sure they didn't interfere with each other. Pellets will spawn out the front here and then interact with it right on this end over here, but it blends in really nicely. Now, I did place it in free mode so that it would not disrupt the ground textures. So word of advice, I think some items, when you place them in free mode, it just drops the item and it won't mess up your ground. So if you got grass or you got I don't think we could replicate this ground texture if, say, it had put dirt around it and I had to try and put it in again. So what you can do is you place it normally, get it so it's, you know, not doing very much deformation if it's a good flat area, and then you just drop it, change it to free mode and place it. If you're getting a lot of ground, so it's not costing its base price for doing a lot of other stuff, you want to be careful because it could go in kind of messed up with it. As always, when you're doing landscaping or placing placeables, save the game right before, so if you don't like the result, you can change it. So that's out of that milk trigger. If I pull over here, this should be into this milk trigger. So we'll double check here. I shouldn't waste so much time doing this, but over here we've got 4,000 liters chugging away. And over here I've got none. So yeah, we already worked through what we had. I think this one is going to be quicker. So I think that we're going to, yeah, there we go. We're going to get through all the milk we could make, whereas before we weren't. Yeah, it's the farm dairy expansion. Done. We still have nearly 200,000 euros. I missed a probably didn't need fertilizer. I probably drove over a corn crop. That's why the manure didn't take in that one spot. Let's go grab the T25. Throw pallet forks on it. We can feed the chickens and take that tomato pallet over to Tard. And I think we can probably turn the lights on now. It's brighter. I love how the character moves around, shifting. Cool. Such a fun game. Alright, so I said we were going to grab the T25, right? So let me turn that off. I'll hop in. Try to figure out which one's the door. That's the roof. Get the roof open. Window. Get a window open. Who closed the roof? Raise the roof. Alright, now the door. That's my... What is that? I don't know. What do we get? Tomatoes. Oh, that's my forks, yeah. Oh. There's a manure spreader in the way. Go around. As long as it's not jiggling, I won't have a fear of it going flying. What did I use with the manure spreader? I think I used the Ursus. Will the Ursus fit between the vines? I think it will. And here I thought I was going to have to use orchard tractors and everything. And you really don't have to. Alright, tomatoes. The slowest selling crop in the game. Got him. 470 euros about. I really like the little market and the fact that the canopies change, people go away. There are still always somebody almost there in that lot, though. Wish they'd finished building that house, I tell you what. Alright, let's feed the chickens. So I've got a bag of chicken feed that I bought because I accidentally sold all my wheat. One of these days I'm going to figure out how to open the door. Inside. There we go. Look out, chickens. Honk my horn if you can't hear it. There we go. Chicken feed. I think that's all they need. Oh, it took it all. Oh my goodness. Well, we need to go get another one of those when we get a chance, I suppose. Looks like we could bring some silage from the biogas plant here and put in the pit. So we have more. And do we need to do anything else? Bucket for manure, right? Oh, it'd be nice to have the wheel loader down here. That'd probably be a better idea. Go a little quicker. Oops. What are we doing? Oh. Because I switched to that, yeah. Truck the forks off. Grab the bucket. And then we gotta switch back to the front loader. Oh, that's it. That's why. I gotta switch to the tractor. There we go. Wide open. Haha, I knew it. I was just on the front loader tool, that's all. That was my problem. What kind of sucks about the PlayStation is when you have too many options going on. Okay. So, I think I can... Can we do it with the Ursus? I think we can. I probably should be using like the... Was I using the Ursus with the manure spreader, or did it have the 7745 turbo? Let me run out there and see if I can fit it. I think I can. Maybe I should use the Z-Tor. I can get away with it, I'm gonna do it. I can get away with it. We'll use this. It'll be easier. The Z-Tor will struggle a little going up the hill probably. So if I can get away with using this, I will. Grab it. Oh, looks like I could use just a little more. Let's start full. No reason not to. Actually, one reason not to. The T25 takes too long to warm up. It's funny, the Z-Tor 25K is a base game model, actually like a bonus one for FS22, and the original startup sequence on it is it kind of struggled a little bit and then it would start, but they changed it because it took too long and I think people complained. Not so with the T25. Modder don't care. Alright. Now I think I went down the first row to test this to see if it would work. So we'll go to the second one. So I've been told, hey, you need to get a sprayer for your vineyard. Well, actually you don't. We could do manure. We could also use the fertilizer spreader that we have. I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna go into just to see if I can get more than one row. It doesn't look like it though. See if we can go every other one, but probably not. So you could get away with doing this to fertilize your grapes and also with the fertilizer spreader that we have. How far? Well, we'll go over 3 then. See what we got to do here. Up the hill. Oh, this might take a little while. We'll do it as a time lapse, I think. You see the idea, alright. I think I didn't leave quite enough room. My turnarounds. Could have left more. Little spot that looks like it's not taking any. Ooh, yeah, I didn't get it. Thought maybe it was an area that the corn had been driven over, but it looks like so. I wonder if this is the same way if I shut off a little early. Yep. Looks like it's taking it. Alright, I want to waste too much. Just because I'm almost out, I want to get up this last row. There's a couple of spots I think that are, it should be good enough though. I think. I think it's where I turned or something and it changed the way it was casting the manure out the back of the manure spreader, but actually it works really well. Other than the fact that I probably could have left just a little bit more room to turn around. Probably would have been better if I had left just the last post off on each end, but it'll work, I think. Right by that pole. I don't know if it makes a difference. Let's see if it changes. That pole there. See it? There, yeah, it changed. Alright, so let's stop here. We'll hop out. Now, there's two ways we can check this. We can look at the map and we can pull up field info. So let's look at the map. So we're here in the map. We see that everything here is fertilized. And then if I pull up field info and look in the field, it says grapes growing, yield bonus plus 78%, 50% fertilized. So here's what I believe to be true, and it's because of the help menu. So let me pull up the help, or like the info screen in the menu. So here is like the help, and I don't normally come in here because I kind of know most of this stuff now, but I'm gonna go down to crops overview to grapes. So grapevines and olive groves are planted in rows. Use the build mode to place plants. Place a row by clicking them for blah blah blah. Yeah. To gain the full yield, I'm on the second paragraph there, you need to mulch, cultivate, and fertilize between the rows. Special tools are found in the Grape Olive Technology tab of the shop. Once the grass is growing high, use the mulcher to keep the space between the rows clear, and then cultivate after with the disco vine and fertilize. And then once grown, harvest using the, and then we got that, and then the leaf cutter, which is to prune it. So I think the next thing we need to do is we just need to wait for this grass to grow between the vines, run through it with our mulcher, which will cut the grass down, and then we need to go through with a cultivator. Now I've got an idea on what we can use. There's a special one you're supposed to use. I'm thinking I'm going to try the Unia Solgar that I borrowed from Christian way back in like the first year, and see if that will work. I think it's actually a subsoiler, which is what the disco vine I think is as well. I should fill this up with manure again. But I'm not gonna, because I'm lazy. Leave that for another day. Let's see. Oh, turn that off. Drop it off. There we go. So let's head out to the biogas plant. Let's do a little quick maintenance first. The tractor's looking a little rough. I hate that when it gets down like that. You gotta keep on top of this stuff. The older your stuff is, the more quickly it needs maintenance, and the more you ignore it, the worse the maintenance gets. So we'll just do that. That's better. Let's run out to the biogas plant. Check on things there. I love how fast this tractor goes, because it gets you around the map quicker. Now that winter is over, we don't have to operate this at full capacity. Let me see if I can get the rest of this slurry out of here or not. Take quite a bit of it. I don't think it's going to take it all though, will it? Oh, it did. Nice. Okay, so let's see how our biogas plant's running here. So it's still got some solid in there. It's full of slurry. I got room for a little more manure. And yeah. So I think I've got manure in the back of this. I got it on the tip side to this side, so let's get over here. Well, it might take the rest of this. Yep. So I could either go fill up with more manure, which I'll probably do off camera later on, but we may need this truck with some of our other backs. We've got the sprayer back, we've got a lime spreader back. This will help us a lot on our larger fields. And let me check on our fertilizer production. I think maybe we can, I don't think this is even running, is it? No, because it's out. I didn't see how much digestate that we had, but we should be able to. Store that. Come over here. Fill this tank up with digestate. Swing it around here. For whatever reason, I don't know why, I have a hard time finding the trigger. So what I've been doing is I pop a wheel up on the on here, and it seems to get it to the right spot. If I do this. Not sure why, but it works. So that's what we'll do. Let me see if there's any more over here. It's a small tank, I know. But the price is right. A guy let us have it. Could we be more efficient and quicker? Yeah, sure. But I like the equipment. Yeah, that's it. I like the equipment that we use. That's kind of part of the fun part about this particular Let's Play is just the equipment, using the equipment. Whoop. Maybe if I back onto it. Gotta kind of catch the wheel. There we go. I mean, that's what makes this one really fun, is the equipment that you get to use. This Eastern European kind of really, I think, oh wait. Oh wow. Okay, I think that's all of it then. Didn't fill up completely. 2300 if it fills completely. We probably got all the digestate out that's available. This won't run that long. It goes through that pretty quickly. To back onto it again, I think. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Let's turn slurry fertilizer production. And we'll probably have enough actually. Oh, not slurry, digestate. Matter of fact, while the truck is empty, this would be a good opportunity to sell that. Oh, when's the best price? Check best price for solid fertilizer. It doesn't matter. I don't know. It's $28.60 right now. Price fluctuations, $29.26 in November. $28.54 is the low. I don't know. $28.60 seems like good. You're only talking about what, 100 euros per thousand. Not worth quibbling over, is it? This is a good money maker too. And it gives us fertilizer we can use to sell or to use on our own fields if we need to. Of course, we have so much manure and slurry that we don't really need to. We can just sell pretty much everything that we make. I could do 2, I think, if I wanted to. I think I had like 20,000. So I had to put in the sell point right over here. Because you have to put a placeable on the land that you own. And no place would buy solid fertilizer on the map. So I had to do this. I guess I could set the production to selling, but you lose a bit. So look at that, 27,890 euros. I'm gonna go do it again. We could wait, but why be greedy? The truck is empty right now. It's a good opportunity as any to do it, because then we won't fill the production up with solid fertilizer and not be able to produce anymore because there's no space for it. Yeah, I should take that silage down to the pit when I get a chance. Oh, I left the Ursus running this whole time. I'm not gonna hit that tree, am I? Yes, I am. It would be nice to have a couple more of these trucks so I wouldn't have to swap the backs. If we have a boatload of money, that might be something worth looking into. Just get a couple more D754s. Be nice if one came up used. I am pretty confident we're going to be able to pay back our loan. What do we owe, like 60,000 euros still? Of course, we got to buy the... Oh, yeah, that's true. Got to buy that land that the sugar beets are on. Head over to the other farm. We haven't been there yet today, have we? Here we're coming around to our other farm at the back. Did bring that mulcher over here. I'm kind of bummed because we bought the knife roller. We use that on shoot most of our other Let's Plays, and the Speed Max just became available, which is another mulcher which we haven't used on this one. I think I used it on Zelanka. I'm gonna park here because we're gonna fill this here and we're gonna spread slurry on those fields. Park here. Yeah, we'll fill that in a little bit and we'll start spreading the slurry on those fields across. We'll put one in corn and one in sunflowers, I think, and then the field that's here, got manure here too. The field that's over on the other side, I think we'll do, I don't know, I need to write this stuff down because I think I probably said something different at some point in time. This one here, I think I've got to put in corn. Or was it in corn? This might have been corn. I can't remember. Can you remember? It might have been, because this one was sunflowers, wasn't it? Well, if this was corn, I could put oats in it, maybe, and do corn in the other two. Do corn in both of them? I don't know. Let's throw some hay bales down for these cows, because I know they probably need the feed. Can you hear the yard ninjas? Sounds like landscapers are at the neighbors. Oh, we'll have to go move that one. It was a bad toss. I'll get that. Let me get that. Can I reach it from here? No. Come in here and get it. And put it on right there. Alright, so then let's look. So in the cow barn large here, what I'm looking at is, I want to see if I have 8 mature-ish cows that I could, these 2 are producing milk, these 4 are, and these 4 are. So actually I've got, yeah, I could move 8 over to the other barn easily. That'll be fine. But most of the cows over here are not producing milk. So I think what I'll do, gosh, I don't know what to do with this field. If I did oats, I could plant them now in this month, though. I have to go back and look and see where we did corn last year. Oh, man. I'm telling you, I gotta write this stuff down. We haven't done a whole lot of time lapses, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hop in here. We're gonna fire this up. We're gonna do a quick one. We're gonna fill this. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna spread it. Where am I gonna spread it? I ought to spread it over here. I mean, it all needs to get fertilized, so I guess I'll do this one. What I'll do is I'll go back to the other farm. Let me check the field info. Yeah, not fertilized at all. So let's hit it. How much? I always screw up how much this spreads. It's wider than the manure spread, that's for sure, though. I know that much. I gotta put the splash blade on first. That'd help. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna run back to the home place, the main farm, Cousin Bartholomew's farm, and we'll refill it from there a couple of times. I hit the afternoon rush hour here. I've got the stop sign. Go. So I'm trying to work down the slurry stockpiles at both cow barns, at both farms. We'll fill up over here for this one. Maybe we'll just start alternating. That barn's closer over there, but I'm coming over here to grab lunch. So we'll fill up, I'll go in the house, we'll get a late lunch today, and then get back out over on that field over there those two fields, get slurry spread on those two, and then I think, let's see, I can get around this one. I did last time. I think what I'll do is I got to bring that silage down here. That's long and the short of it, unless I figure out what I need to put in that field. Of course, if I'm going to plant here in March or drill here in March, I'll do it in the next episode. If I do oats. Not quite sure. I need to check my records in the house while I'm at lunch. So let me get something to eat. All right, well, it's 5 after. Finishing up lunch here. I was checking the records and I did find that I had wheat in that field last year. So we'll put corn in that one. And we'll put corn in maybe the smaller of the two on the hillside across the tracks, and then sunflowers in the larger one. We'll do corn in the larger one next year. I think that's what we'll do. And then I'm running out of time for the episode today. I think I got about 7 minutes left, maybe. So we'll probably just go ahead and end, as I'm doing this, we'll just do it real time up until I run out of time. Kind of talk. We've done the expansion out at the dairy now. Making good money at the biogas plant. It looks like the stop for this guy. I think we're going to have plenty of funds to fund the grapevines and the winery tasting room and all that stuff. I got to buy the field that has the weeds in it. Well, no, it's not weeds anymore. Now it's sugar beets. I'll have to plow that in, cultivate it in. I want to buy a stone picker. I'll end up having to pay full price on that, so that'll be expensive. That'll probably be the most expensive thing we've got coming up for the one that I want to get. I want to get the one that we leased last time. I don't know. Or should I just lease one every time I need? The thing is sometimes you need them if they're not a whole lot. It's a lot better to have it on hand, ready to go, you know what I mean? So let's see, these two are mine. So I think I'll do corn in this one here, and do the sunflowers in the other one this year. But we'll see how it goes. I could probably go over a little more, but I don't want to mess it up. Pull the mini map up, try and set up the, oh, we'll probably have to adjust our correction anyway. Yeah. Square that away. I want to get all the way to the edge though. But don't want to necessarily spread it on the field next to us. We got plenty, but we don't want to waste the slurry. But we've got more than we can actually process through the biogas plant, turn into energy with the byproduct of digestate. So it's not a problem to use a bit of it here on the fields when we need to. But I think I used it all down when we first put in the biogas plant. It's been replenished since. The cows produce plenty of manure and slurry for us, that's for sure. I don't know if I should keep expanding over this way or not. I mean, we stay pretty busy when it's time to do field work. I don't think there's a ton of downtime for us, so it's a good idea to take on more fields or not. It's kind of, whoa. I see Daggerwind do that all the time. He jumps out accidentally. The reason that I ended up jumping out is because to start the slurry spreader, I push L1 and square at the same time. I didn't get my L1 completely pushed. But there I didn't either. I didn't know what happened. What's going on? Why is my... Oh, I'm out. That's why. That'd explain it. There's your problem. Alright, so I gotta go get more. I just made it up the hill with all? Huh. That's so surprising. Yeah, so one. Oh! Ah. That's bumpy. I think I'm better off going through the field than driving down that track. I should go downhill instead of uphill. Maybe I get more out of it. I don't know. But it looks like I can just go the length of the field with one tank full. I'll do 2 from here, then I'll go back to the other farm and get 1. Just to try and work them both down. Weather's getting warmer too, so I think next episode I'll be wearing a sweatshirt. So take a shortcut. For the train. Oh, come on, get over there. There we go. There we go. Get stuck. Trouble one of these days doing that. Okay, how far over did it get? Looks like that far. Don't want to waste it. Let's go. I think. Get it on 090. We'll run up the hill. Hopefully that'll be fine. So yeah, I think I'd like to thank you for hanging out here in Colonia at the old Polish farm. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. And if you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing.